today to talk about the Samsung Solve for Tomorrow competition. We're joined by runner-up Casey Tumbers, who is one half of the innovative team behind Interversion. Firstly, tell us a bit about yourself and James. Like, how did you guys know each other?
Yep. So we went to high school together, and then we both went to Newcastle Uni, but studying different things. So we saw each other around, same friend group at the time and everything. And then when James had like the idea for this the business and everything, he approached me to come on board for help for the software side of things, because he's in the occupational therapy kind of area, whereas software development. So he came forward with that, and that's where we started developing the app at the time.
Let's talk about Samsung Solve for Tomorrow. Firstly, tell us a little bit about the competition for those who might not know about it.
Yep. So, Samsung had the competition out for just STEM, like ideas in the field of STEM for like, solving issues in the world and everything. And whether that's like developing an app or some other technology that just aids in that, and then offering a prize to those really good ideas that showed, I guess, initiative and promise in the future and stuff.
And how did you and James find out about the competition?
James, I think, found it just probably through social media, probably like just on Facebook, and he came to me with it. And I think we were kind of close near the deadline of it, so we rushed together to like put some stuff together for it.
And was there something about the competition in particular that spoke to you both? Like, what attracted you to be like, yeah, okay, we're definitely going to enter this, despite the fact the deadline was like quickly approaching?
Definitely like probably that bit of like exposure with it and stuff. And then like, the prize was also a good encouragement. And it was just good for us to kind of, I guess, that apply that critical thinking stuff, like have a bit like with that, we kind of had a different thought on what we could use our app for, kind of thing, and like try maybe branch out into other areas with the business, because it was quite different to what we were initially developing at the time. So yeah, he just came forward with that and thought it was a good opportunity for us to just try to take a crack at it.
Firstly, tell us about Intervergent. Was Intervergent around before the Solve for Tomorrow competition then?
Yep. So we started out just with developing a Hilfy app on mobile, and then James wanted more of like a parent company, just where we can kind of do multiple projects under, and just that's where Intervergent came from. And with that, we kind of started, I guess, platforming like on media and stuff, like with the Intervergent name, and using that as our company that we'll make things under, and then that Hilfy is just like that main project we're working on.
Yeah, beautiful. So like Intervergent is basically the umbrella, and then Hilfy is what falls underneath it. Awesome.
Yep.
And like, tell us about Hilfy as well. It's a really interesting name. Like, I want to know where the name came from, and also where the idea for the app came from.
Hilfy, the name, I'm struggling to remember like where that, because that was so long ago we came up with that name. I just know we wanted something that was like short and different and like, I guess, memorable in that sense. And originally the app was like kind of developed to help people have access to like healthcare systems and stuff. So just like with appointment booking and everything, but like also with more like a lot of focus on say like psychological health and like mental health stuff, like so those kind of services for people. And since over the time like it grew, we kind of like changed directions a few times over time, where we focused more on the professional side of view, and having them like a single source of access for like patients' information and stuff. So it's a lot easier for a patient to interact between different health professionals if they're going to different services and stuff. So so initially started off with the mobile app, but then we also kind of expanded to like a web app, working on that, and then was going to have the two working in tandem.
Yeah, awesome. And you're talking about how, changing the way that patients can talk with professionals and stuff through this app as well. What are some examples of that? Because I think I came across a video example of that in action. So what does that look like?
Yep. So I always thought like good example is like so patients that might have a occupational therapist they work with for skills they might need, whatever those skills might be, but then they might also go see like other doctors like psychologists or maybe just physicians or anything. Then it's like you're seeing like three different people and you're giving a lot of the same information and medical history and stuff. So it would be a lot easier for those professionals to be able to communicate and share that information across each other for that patient. And that's kind of where, yeah, like just an example of that.
Yeah, cool. And then what inspired you guys to create this app? Like obviously you've got that background in like software and things like that, but in terms of, you know, being able to connect the community to these resources, where did that idea come from?
So James was the main forefront for all of that, like a lot of the ideas and stuff, and he brought me on board, and I personally like the idea just because of my own mental health experiences and everything, and I like really value that those kind of services should be accessible to people. So that's kind of where my enthusiasm for the product came from, and I know definitely he envisioned something big like connecting people and stuff, and just getting those kind of resources accessible to everyone.
Yeah, that's fantastic, because a lot of Solve Tomorrow is about, you know, ways that in which we can help the community and things like that. And obviously your app and Interversion is all about that. Yeah. And what was the application process like in terms of applying for Solve for Tomorrow? Do you remember that?
Yep. I remember it being pretty smooth. So we like workshopped the video and made everything and kind of like an idea for like a product that could extend on our app and everything. And then it was putting that to TikTok, and then I think just filling out a form on the Samsung site with all our details and link to our video and stuff.
The announcement comes that you guys were selected as runner-ups for the competition. Like, what was both you and James's reaction?
So it was funny because I was leaving, like I was just finished work for that day, and then I think James gave me a call, and he was just like, "Oh, guess what? Like we've been selected as the runner-up for the competition," and then I was like surprised by that, and it was like heaps good. And I think that day as well I had like other good news for some other stuff, so it just piled on top.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it was
fantastic.
Just really exciting to hear.
And then like after the competition, finding out your runners up and things like that, what were you able to do after that? Like what prizes did you receive as runner-ups, and what did you do with it to potentially further your ideas?
So in terms of the prizes, like the sum of money that we got went towards the company, and I think we mainly used that or had that there for just any like legal finances or anything, like just to help put the business forward. Just I think mainly just around legal stuff if we needed advice from other businesses or professionals and stuff. For the prizes, the mobile phone was kind of a great fit since it was an app, and we kind of just kept it as a work phone kind of thing. I took in the monitor, being the main programmer in the team, and that was very handy because of just how large it is, and it's just perfect for code and how much you can fit on the screen, and having a second monitor is just very beneficial. And then I think the tablet went towards our marketing person at the time.
What advice would you have for people thinking about entering this year's Samsung Solve for Tomorrow competition?
If you have an idea, definitely go for it. Like I enjoyed the process of making like our like mock idea and stuff for it, and especially it's just fun, that design thinking process that just works in that STEM field. It's just a great opportunity to kind of, if you have an idea, try to propel it forward and get other people to see it and talking about it and stuff, and help boost you along with it.
In addition to that as well, is there any like skills that you've learned in terms of this application process and working on Healthy that you've found with this competition that you've been able to take with you? It must be a good look on your portfolio and everything then too, right?
Yeah. Well, I think especially when making the video and stuff, I did like all the video editing and everything, and I don't like that's just a hobby of mine. So I always just find that great to put that into practice when I can. And I think it was interesting to social, like putting it on TikTok and stuff. Like not a lot of like I haven't done a lot of competitions where it's like that social media aspect, sharing it online and everything. And then just definitely the whole process of working on Hilfi and everything is that team management. I think is a big thing. Like I've definitely walked away with a lot of experience on and just lessons learned and stuff when working in a team and managing a team for especially for like a startup business.
Casey, thank you so much for taking the time to chat about Samsung Solve for Tomorrow, and good luck for the rest of your future endeavours.
Yep, thank you.